Hello, my name is Sarah Greenlaw. I am one of the VAEA co-presidents. I also work as the membership chair, and I welcome you to this explanation of the VAEA settlement for 2019-20. First, I would like to introduce you to the members of the negotiating team who worked endlessly to bring about this settlement. Andrew Paul Larson, Barb Ringer-Rourke, Bill Rose, Julie Burnt, Cabby Hong, Stacy Tremaine, myself, and Mendy Doris, our amazing Region 6 director. And so it is with great pleasure, after 7 months, hundreds of hours of research, number crunching, brainstorming, problem solving, proving our points to central office administration, talking to school board members, bringing school board members to the table, which is historic, and meeting during a pandemic, VAEA announces our largest tentative agreement since Act 10. No small feat. This tentative agreement encompasses 3 points. First, it is a significant initial investment in our salaries, almost $1 million increase in teacher compensation. Second, it is a down payment on addressing VAEA's concerns of wage compression and salary increases. Third, it is a commitment from the board and administration to work with VAEA on an improved salary schedule for 2021. First, I'd like to take a walk with you through the difference between lanes and steps. Here we see our 2018-19 teacher salary schedule. Let's look at the lanes and lane movements. There are 4 lanes on our salary schedule determined by education level. Moving a lane means getting a lifetime license, master's degree, or national board certification. So if we look here, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. We move lanes by obtaining a different license or obtaining a new degree, for example, a master's or a national board certification. There are also steps. These move down within each lane. Step movement means, for example, if you have a master's degree and move down from step 8 to 9, your salary increases $717. This is step movement. On this slide, you can see the value of a step in each lane given in red. So for example, if you are in this lane with your provisional license and you move from step 3 to 4, your salary increases $461. In the lifetime license lane, moving step to step to step, your increase is $615. If you are in this lane with your master's, moving from step to step to step, your increase is $717. And finally, if you have your national board certification, moving from step to step to step, your increase is $922. Now let me walk you through the details of the 2019-20 settlement proposal. 408 educators will receive at least a salary increase of $1,860 prorated by FTE. For example, if you are a 0.6, you will receive a percentage of that amount. 70 educators will receive an increase of $717, again prorated by FTE. 2 educators will receive a salary increase of $922, again prorated by FTE. All teachers who have provisional licenses and a master's degree will be moved into the lifetime licensed teacher lane. Let me pop back to this slide to explain. If you have been in this lane with your provisional license, but also have your master's degree, you will move into this lane. This is a significant accomplishment, as people with their master's degree and provisional license have been held in this lane. You will now be moving into this lane to recognize the achievement of obtaining your master's degree. This is moving 4 years worth of people into this lane. Congratulations. In addition to moving those people I just described, teachers who have also earned their master's, their national boards, or their lifetime license will be moved into the appropriate lanes. Let's pause for a moment for an explanation about lane calculation. I shared that 71 teachers qualify for lane movement. Lane movement is calculated by taking your current salary, multiplying it by the percentage increase at the top of the lane, and then moving to the next highest salary amount on the 2018-19 VASD salary schedule. Let's pop back to this slide so I can explain. If you are in the lifetime license lane, take your salary, let's say it's this number, multiply it by this percentage, take that answer and round it to the next highest salary. That becomes your new salary. This means that those 71 educators will receive a salary increase of $1,535 to $3,890. These lane movement increases are in addition to the wage increase discussed on the next slide. So I mentioned that 408 educators will receive increases of $1,860. 70 educators will receive increases of $717, and 2 educators will receive increases of $922. Well, why do some people get larger increases than others? Any settlement that addresses pay compression and wage inequities will mean that teachers get different amounts of money. We wanted to make progress on pay equity issues while still providing the value of salary schedule movement to all teachers. Movement toward a more competitive salary schedule is better for all teachers in the long run. A salary schedule that provides more value for experience and provides a real path for all teachers to reach the top of the salary schedule will be better for teachers' lifetime earnings. Also, the VAEA negotiating team kept very much in the forefront during this whole process that over 70% of its members wanted total years of service to be kept in mind. We are also attempting to address wage compression and inequities that developed over the last 9 years since Act 10. We see this tentative agreement as one step forward in that process. Calculating the 1920 increases. Okay, here we go. We basically have 2 groups. The first group of 408 educators who are receiving $1,860 as an increase were paid below their total years of service placement on the VAEA's proposed salary schedule. This year's settlement is a down payment to help fix the pay inequities from the past. The second group, the 72 educators who received a different amount, met 3 criteria. These educators are already, 1, being paid above their total years of service on VAEA's proposed salary schedule. 2, are already being paid above their total years of service on the current VASD salary schedule. And 3, are making more than their Dane County peers. Of the 72, 70 that received $717 were paid above their total years of service placement. We wanted to give those educators at least one step on the old salary schedule, so we gave them the value of a step in the master's lane. Please refer back to slide 5 to see the value of that step. 2 of the educators of those 72 people that received $922 were paid above their total years of service placement. These 2 people have their national board certification, and we wanted to give them the value of a step in the national board lane. Again, refer back to slide 5 to see the value of the step. In other words, we wanted to make sure everyone received something. Phew, that was a lot. Please help VAEA ensure that you do get the correct increase. If you qualified for traditional lane movement this year, make sure you calculate your percentage increase. You should receive the full amount. If you are a provisionally licensed teacher with a master's, you should move into the life license lane and make sure you receive this increase. You should be getting a letter from Human Resources with your new salary. It should arrive in May when your back pay is processed. If you have any questions, please contact a member of the negotiation team. We are listed on slide 2. VAEA's goal is to be transparent in our negotiations with the district and represent all teachers based on the feedback you've given us. You told us that you wanted VAEA to express wage compression, fix pay inequities, and place teachers by years of experience. We believe this tentative agreement is a first step toward meeting these goals. However, we know it can be divisive when teachers receive different salary increases. That's why we are trying to be as transparent as possible in explaining the salary distribution. What's next? Well, we've set up Zoom question and answer sessions because these days everybody loves a good Zoom. On April 15th and the 17th, we will be having Zoom Q&A sessions. You may join through your computer or by calling in on your phone. The information is on this slide. If you do not have questions, you do not need to be on this Zoom call meeting. Importantly, how do we ratify during a pandemic? Normally, we all show up in person and we vote, but of course, social distancing makes this impossible. We will vote on this proposal via a SurveyMonkey sent to your home email. You will vote yes or no on the base wage increase in this proposal. If the majority of VAEA members vote yes, you have ratified this tentative agreement and it becomes your 1920s settlement. If the majority of VAEA members vote no, then we do not have a settlement and we return to the bargaining table. And finally, Our work continues for 2021. We will continue to meet with the board and the district virtually in April, May, and throughout the summer. Our goal is to have a 2021 salary schedule that meets teachers' goals. A new schedule should do the following. It should have fewer steps and provide a clear pathway for new teachers to reach the top of the salary schedule during a normal career. It should increase the value of each year of experience to fix wage compression. It should continue to incentivize furthering your higher education. It should address salary inequities, and it should be more competitive with Dane County comparables. Oh, our work isn't finished. However, we do think this is a real first step forward. Thank you so much for your patience this year. Thank you for supporting the VAEA negotiating team. Truly, we are better together. Take good care, everyone.